Welcome to Depot, Nigerian Army, Oshogbo, the training ground of patriotic young Nigerians who have answered the call to serve, uphold the nation's integrity, and defend its sovereignty. Located in the Okiabale area of Oshogbo, Osun State, this institution is one of the Nigerian Army's newest centers of excellence. Established to expand training capacity and support the decentralization of recruits training previously concentrated in Depot, Nigerian Army, Zaria. Here, the transformation from civilian to soldier is guided by discipline, resilience, and an unshakable commitment to national duty. Depot NA Oshogbo was established in May 2025 following the Army's resolve to broaden its training frontiers and build a strong recruitment base in the southwest. The depot commenced training for its maiden 3,500 recruits of the 89 regular recruits intake on 21st July 2025. The institution is led by a distinguished infantry officer of the Nigerian Army, Brigadier General B.M. Madaki, who brings with him years of experience in training and field operations across various military engagements.
So the idea for the establishment of the Depot Nigerian Army in Oshogbo has been on since about 2012. However, it was not until the late Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Lagbaja, who conceived the idea for the establishment of this depot in Oshogbo, and that vision actually came to reality about 2 years ago. After that, the immediate past Chief of Army Staff, who is currently the Chief of Defense Staff, General Oluyede, led to the establishment of this depot. And currently, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Shaibu, has continued with that vision to ensure that the Depot Nigerian Army here in Oshogbo complements the depot in Zaria towards training professional, competent soldiers for the ranks of the Nigerian Army in order to address the growing security challenges that we face in the country.
His leadership as the pioneer commandant places the institution in a strategic position to produce soldiers of strong character, enduring discipline and unwavering professionalism. In
terms of training, these recruits have been an inspiration even to us, the instructors. Amidst the challenges that we faced in the depot here in Oshogbo, understandably being a new establishment, the recruits have been able to persevere. I find them very resilient. Some of the things they have done in terms of training, some of the things they have been able to withstand have been just simply remarkable. The recruits have been an inspiration not just to me but to all the instructors and even staff of this institution. My job was made even simpler, despite it being a very difficult task to start any institution, because of the inspiration I drew from these recruits. It's an absolute privilege for me to be the pioneer commandant. More importantly, for them as the pioneer recruits of this institution, they've etched their names in marble, and history will forever remember them.
The training curriculum reflects current operational realities with a strong emphasis on practical, hands-on instruction supported by essential theory. The Deputy Commandant, Colonel M.E. Obi, oversees all training branches, ensuring that every military subject taught and every training demonstration aligns fully with the approved curriculum.
What we do here, we give the recruits basic military training in line with the conventional warfare. So the subjects that we teach them here include tactics, we have field crafts, we have map reading, we have signal communication, military law, and a host of others. All these are geared towards achieving the mission for which this institution was established. And that mission is simply to provide functional military training and orientation to the recruits in order to transform them into professionally competent, disciplined, and loyal soldiers for the Nigerian Army.
Since the battlefield shifted toward unconventional tactics, training here has mirrored modern counter-terrorism and counter-insurgency frameworks. It is deliberately structured to prepare soldiers for their dual reality, integrating conventional combat drills with asymmetric warfare capabilities to equip them to confront evolving threats across Nigeria's contemporary security landscape.
We ensure that the training program for this its regular recruit intake is structured in a way that is in line with the Nigerian Army training directives, and it's focused on physical training, minor tactics and field crafts, drill, weapon handling, as well as map reading. Others include general service knowledge, documentation, IED awareness, to at least key in with what is happening in most of the theater of operation.
Discipline serves as the foundation for every soldier, and the Recruit Center plays a pivotal role in this regard. Tasked with the coordination of all recruits, the center has consistently ensured that recruits remain focused and adhere to the standards expected of them.
We work in conjunction with the training branch. However, the Recruit Center is more concerned about their discipline. And a soldier will only be said to be disciplined if he understands and imbibes the core values of the Nigerian Army. So it is part of the responsibilities of the Recruit Center to ensure that we train recruits who are loyal, who are disciplined, who are selfless, and who have respect for each other.
At the center of every soldier's journey is discipline, the silent force that shapes character, conduct, and commitment. Each command, each formation, and each moment of correction is more than routine. It is a deliberate process of character development.
Since the commencement of the recruits training here, the officer and soldiers instructors have worked tirelessly day and night to ensure they give quality training to these recruits, to mold them into being fine young soldiers capable of fighting to protect the territorial integrity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Okay, as the adjutant, it is my responsibility to ensure instilling and maintaining discipline and regimentation amongst the recruits.
The Depot Medical Center plays a pivotal role in maintaining recruits' well-being, providing continuous healthcare and monitoring throughout their training. This ensures that recruits remain healthy, resilient, and fully prepared to meet the challenges of every phase of their training.
We have the recruits not very far from the hospital, so sometimes I could even monitor them from my window. So basically, it depends on how they report. We have a monitoring system based on the report we get at the hospital. We have those reporting for malaria, we have those reporting for wounds that are related to the strenuous exercise they go through. So we monitor them that way. Then we also monitor them individually. Like we go to their hostels, watch them, call the squad. And we also ask them questions when we have one-on-one interviews with them when they come to the hospital.
Mastery of weapons systems and tactical awareness is central to the training here. Recruits learn to operate confidently in high-threat environments and to function as cohesive teams in complex operations.
Well, the tactical phase of their exercises commence with the first exercise, which was codenamed exercise first leg, which was basically a section battle drill. And then thereafter, we proceeded to the second exercise, which we also codenamed as exercise second leg, and that is purely platoon battle drill, before the final field training exercise, which was codenamed exercise etikbari. The recruits were given the required training that will equip them to operate anywhere.
The training program in Depot, Oshogbo, includes female recruits to promote gender balance within military service. Their presence enhances the program as they consistently demonstrate determination and commitment to establishing their competence in national service.
As an instructor and also as a female officer, one of my responsibilities is to ensure that these female recruits, they also get the quality training as their male counterparts, and at all times supervise what they do, their training, how they are going in and coming out, and ensure that the basic needs the institution has make proper provision considering their gender.
Physical conditioning is the backbone of military training, but it is the drill that sharpens the soldier's edge. Under the watchful eyes of the drill instructors, recruits push through demanding routines that build strength, endurance, and mental resilience.
Starting from the day they came in here as a raw civilian, and whatever thing they do here begins from the parade ground. Like when you come to drill, every movement you do, turning to the left, right, center, front, and back, it has to do with drill. And without drill, you cannot become a soldier.
Me as a female drill instructor, I'm here as a symbol to those female recruits, for them to believe in themselves, to know that what man can do, woman can do more better.
Training in the military is tough and much is demanded of every soldier. These recruits understand what is expected of them. They have endured the rigors of training, embraced the challenges, and continue to push themselves further. Their testimonies reaffirm their unwavering commitment to serve.
Physically, the training has transformed me in the aspect of endurance. It helps me push beyond my limits. And mentally, it helps me become a more focused person.
As a recruit, I learned the core value of Nigerian Army, which is courage, integrity, selfless service, discipline, and respect for others.
As training in Oshogbo concluded, the recruits donned their regalia to take the oath of allegiance during the oath-taking ceremony led by the commandant.
Swear by Almighty God, that in the service of my country, I will be faithful, and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria. So help me God.
I, Brigadier General B.M. Madaki, Commandant Depot Nigerian Army Oshogbo, have the singular honor and privilege to confirm your oath of allegiance individually and collectively to ensure that you fulfill your duties and obligation to the Nigerian Army as soldiers. Congratulations and best wishes.
Shortly after, they participated in the beating of the retreat in keeping with army tradition before their passing out ceremony. At Depot NA Oshogbo, the journey comes full circle. Those who arrived as civilians now march out as soldiers, disciplined, skilled, and resolute in their pledge to defend Nigeria's sovereignty. Months of demanding, purpose-driven training have reshaped them in body, mind, and character, forged in honor, courage, and strength. They stand ready for deployment across formations and units of the Nigerian Army. As they leave these grounds, they carry with them not just the skills of war, but the values of loyalty and valor, prepared to answer the call wherever duty demands.